Now moving to roll call, Attorney General Caput.
President DeVoe. Present. Vice President Toscafta. Treasurer Colquitt.
Present.
Chief of Staff Ambush.
Present.
Director Ramos. Present. Assistant Director Soto. Present. Director Moody. Director Rodriguez.
Present.
Director Giemme. Present. Director Johnstone.
Present.
Assistant Director Apple. Present. Director Eagle. Assistant Director Carr. Present. Director Edwards.
Present.
Assistant Director Cunningham. Present. Director Kemp. Director Thaxton. President Pro Tem Teddy. Present. Senator Rank. Present. Senator Salim. Present. Senator Eaglin. Present. Senator Washenamir.
Present.
Senator Maddox.
Present.
Senator Hayes. Present. Senator Mackey.
Present.
Chief Justice Hurtado Olson.
Present.
Justice Adenuga.
Present.
Justice Steele.
Present.
Justice Sampson.
Present. Okay, thank you. We'll now move into the approval of the minutes. Are there any amendments to the last meeting minutes? Okay, hearing none, we'll consider them approved. We'll now see if there are any amendments to the agenda. Okay. Senator Madden.
It's just that it's December 7th and not November 30th.
Thank you so much for that information. I believe that's a friendly. Yeah, good to go. Okay. I believe there are no guest speakers today, so that would be proceed to public participation. Is there any public participation on student concerns today? Director Diana?
Okay, I have one that I talked to Chief of Staff Ambush about. My assistant director has informed me about some situations that she's been having with some professors, and a lot of her friends have been having with some professors, but there has been sensitive information or sensitive topics in certain classes. And a lot of professors, or most professors, don't have any warnings or any trigger warnings about these sensitive topics or before they talk about it. So I was wondering if there was anything that we can do. I know that Chief of Staff told me that 2 years ago there was a bill that was also denied by the academic senate. So I was wondering if they bring that back.
Does anyone have any questions, concerns, Senator Rick?
Do we know why the academic senate denied this bill?
So from what I remember, and President DeVoe may remember better than I do, but the bill that the Senate passed in the 99th administration was kind of on the topic of trigger warnings, that if there's going to be sensitive material talked about in the class, that professors would just prompt the class with the, hey, we're going to be talking about maybe graphic or violent details. The academic senate voted it down because, not to be snarky, but the professors just thought it was too much work. They just kind of didn't see the point of it. And yeah.
In addition to that, it's been brought up, I believe there was an event that same year when the bill was discussed on campus to talk about it. And some professors that were in attendance talked about the integrity of certain literature and talked about it like, for example, an African-American history class is inherently a trigger warning because of the history that, African-Americans have endured. So, that's your trigger warning kind of thing. So that's kind of the slant some people take. And then in addition to that, the integrity of the course, as well as the freedom that professors can reserve in their specific courses. So if you all want to think about ways to represent that, keep those types of liberties in mind.
Thank you. Any more questions, concerns? Okay. If not, we'll now move into communications. Advisors remarks. Our advisors are here today. Appropriations Committee. Okay. Government Operations Committee.
No report, just that we're meeting as normal this week.
Thank you. Rules Committee, that is my committee. We are still reviewing the the document that we've been reviewing for the past couple of weeks with the justice attending our meetings to kind of give us the changes that the judicial board made. So we are planning on getting through that as soon as possible with that idea. President DeVoe.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everybody. So a couple of things first before I get into like closing, since this is our last meeting for the semester, well, last General Assembly meeting. So today, I was able to meet with the Student Support Services staff, which included student success programs, the health center, the counseling center, case management for mutual aid, or not mutual aid, financial aid, things like that. So that was really nice to kind of sit around the table and hear what they had to share with us, as well as what initiatives they'd like us to participate in. So all of those notes, I'll transcribe them from the meeting. I just kind of recorded because it was more of a dialogue. So I'll share those out with the relevant personnel in the SBA. So that's exciting to hear. Also, we had the final search committee meeting for the vice president of the Office of Inclusion and Institutional Equity just on yesterday. So we were able to present to President Schatzel about the 4 candidates that came for campus visits last week. Thank you again for anyone who participated in those and took notes. They were really, really helpful because I'm the only student on that committee, so I'm able to speak for you all a little bit more thoroughly when you all present such helpful insights. So thank you so much for that. Also, there is another vice president that's being hired simultaneously, which is the University Marketing and Communications vice president, so you can look out for a new person joining our community soon. The president is making that decision as well. And also another hire that you want to look out for is the new hate bias coordinator in the Office of Inclusion and Institutional Equity. Okay, tomorrow, Paige, Vice President Joskowska and I will be meeting with Dr. Hurt as well as the regional manager for Chartwell's, or regional director, Ron Burnett. So we're excited to sit around the table and kind of ask where the status is on some of the discrimination topics we brought up last year, around this time last year. So just kind of get a status update on those things and see what needs to happen to move that effort forward. And and this last Sunday was the University System of Maryland meeting where we had interviews for the student region. Shout out to the 2 nominees that we sent from Towson, Anene and Damon. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much. Representation from Freshman Council and the Department of New Student Development. So that's awesome. So they should be hearing back soon. I can't really talk more in detail about it, but you all did a tremendous job. So thank you for representing our university well. And lastly, I will say, 2 more things. So member of the week, this person has shown such a tremendous improvement and has really stepped up to the plate over the course of her stepping into her new role as President Pro Tempore. So I'm so proud of her. So this week's member of the week is Senator Tenney. Amazing. I love you all so much. You all know I love you so much. Thank you all for the work that you've been able to do just this semester. You all really have made SGA more of a household name on campus, and that's really because of the work that you all do in every branch of SGA. Even in the meeting I had today with Student Support Services, they were just like, wow, like the SGA this year is really active, and we can tell you all came with a renewed excitement to get involved on campus. So that was really beautiful to hear. And anytime anyone compliments me or the organization, I always say, well, the team is great. So you all are amazing. So thank you all for the work that you break. I'll see you all Thursday. But have a wonderful break if you aren't here Thursday. And I love you so much. With that, I yield.
No report today.
Attorney General Kapoor.
Okay, hi everyone, happy last GA. So just a few announcements. If any of you need any assistance, I know finals are coming up, finals are starting this week. If anyone needs any assistance with any tasks, just let us know, let your exec liaison know, let me know. We are all here to help with the last few weeks. Last day of office hours is Friday, yay. So after that, if the office will still be open, so like during exams, if you want to work in there, you can do work in there. The downstairs office, Chief of Staff Ambush did lay that out in the email. And then if you have any class conflicts with meetings next semester, like you might be late for GAs a few days, your class ends right before it, or your class gets out like a little bit before, just let me know, just submit an absence request, like right now, you can do it, just to have that. ahead of time. With that, I yield.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. Okay, so it's the end of the semester, which is, you know, I don't even know what that is. It's the end of the semester, you know what it is. So right now, don't forget that transition materials and executive evaluations are due on Friday. So if everyone should be spending their office hours doing these things. They're very simple. Again, transition materials, really just throwing different flyers, reading notes into your respective folders. And the exec eval, I promise, takes like 5 to like 7 minutes. And you can do them during your office hours, that counts. And those are due Friday at midnight. I know some people are like Friday at 5, Friday at midnight, just Friday at midnight. And then I will start reviewing executive evaluations through the exam period. So that's when I'm going to be going through them. Again, remember they're anonymous. And for anyone who's been asking, what I basically do is that I'm going to take all the results, put it in a slideshow, and present it to the rest of the executive board. And we'll go over how we can improve for the spring. And that will be presented at winter retreat. So next, don't forget, on Thursday is a special session. There may be a chance that me and the assistant directors won't be there. The assistant directors and me are going to have a meeting, so we may not be at the special session, but that is still mandatory for everyone. And then lastly, again, like Attorney General Kapoor said, the last day of office hours is Friday. For those of you who may need to do additional break or the exam period, you'll receive an email from me on Thursday because we have to talk through it on Wednesday's executive meeting. So you'll expect that email to come from me on Thursday. And don't forget that many of us on the executive board will also be available at a limited capacity, but we'll still be available through the exam period for anything that's needed. And with that, I yield.
Department of Academic Affairs.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm giving Director Leo and Assistant Director Wilhelm's report. So from Director Leo, he's working with Director Clark on the graduation registration deadline and the ad drop date flyer. So those will go out kind of in January, like right before we get back. So everyone is an understanding for those who are graduating when it's time to apply for graduation, and for students who may want to add drop after a couple weeks of their classes, so they know that date. We want to make sure that information gets out as quickly as possible so everyone can be as informed as need to be. Secondly, from Assistant Director Wilhelm from the Library Advisory Committee, currently construction on the academic commons starts in January, so there's going to be new construction. They're also working to hire new librarians for the library to make sure that we are all equipped when we need their awesome help. And there's going to be a page on the library website going over on different textbooks. And with that, they yield.
Department of Campus Activities. Okay. Department of Civic Engagement.
Tiger Tuesday. All right, so I just want to thank everyone who came out to the Voices and Votes event last week. It was a great event, filled with a lot of meaningful conversation. I think there should be an IG post coming up later, hopefully, but I'll let you talk about that. Coming up, we have our Door Decor event. This is happening tomorrow in the Union 322 from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Hot cocoa will be provided. So if you'd like to make some sustainable, cute little Christmas decorations, please come by. Let's see. Last Friday, I had a meeting with the energy departments. We discussed where energy is being used and wasted. If you're in any labs, please close your hoods. That's the biggest waste of energy right now, and it's a little frustrating. We also had a meeting with the sustainability team last Thursday, which was with Patricia Watson, the Director of Sustainability, Director of Citizen Engagement, and Kaya Russell, the GA of Sustainability. We talked about Earth Week and other spring events. So if you would like to meet, there are some notes on that. Please let me know. I'd be happy to provide. Let's see. Okay, if you notice a slow or leaky water fountain, please let me know. This could be a water leak, which would be a water waste issue. And right now we are trying to combat that. And I have the resources now to talk to building department heads and other people who can fix that issue. If you'd like to let your senior groups know as well, that'd be great. Currently, we are getting a little bit more info on campus workers for our build, working in Center Rink. It should be getting done before our return, I guess, for next semester. But for that, I yield.
Thank you. Department of Communication, I'm sorry, Chief Justice of Torres.
For like the water, like the faucets, right? What about sinks? If we see like leaky sinks, that's the same thing or not?
Yeah, so sinks is a different issue. We do know that there are a lot of sinks, especially in the science complex, that last longer than they should. And that is currently being worked on, so we don't have to worry about that. Rather just with the leaking faucets and not leaking faucets, the leaking water lines.
Any more questions, concerns? Thank you. Department of Communications.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? So I just want to let you guys know that I am starting to post more events on our Instagram page, and I really hope that you'll like, share, comment, do all that so we can get more out there. Also, if you'd like me to go to one of your events, take pictures, maybe make a post, let me know, send me an email, text, whatever. I'll try and be there so that we can make this look more. Urgent communications, can't think of the word. I don't know. Yeah, and if you're interested in making TikToks, let me know. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you. Oh, also, Saturday I will be meeting with the director of media for the athletics department, so we can go ahead and start doing packages of sports updates. And 2 minutes of the Senate is officially starting filming soon. Yes, thank you.
Department Reach.
Hello, basically, just get your service hours in by December 12th. If you plan on doing a service event after December 12th, just tell me so I can mark it down. So yeah, with that, I yield.
Thank you. Department of Diversity and Inclusion.
Hi, everyone. I hope you all had a good Tuesday. There's not that much really going on. Tomorrow, me and my sister, Charlotte, we're going to be meeting up with Krista Golster, and we're going to be planning some events for the spring. We're going to be mainly talking about Pride Week, which we're planning on happening hopefully sometime in April and everything. And yeah, we're pretty much just going to be planning out all of our fun events in the spring. So yeah, nothing too much. With that, I yield.
Thank you. Department of Health and Wellness.
Again, just a few updates, again, for De-Stress Day, which is on reading day, which is December 14th, 1 through 4 p.m. We will be having De-Stress Day with academic affairs, the CSB, Weekends at TU, and Student Success Program. So all of us are holding a De-Stress Day together. It's going to be here in the union in the multi-purpose rooms, and we're also even going to have a station in the SGA office. So please come to that. It's like you can take a break from your exams, you can breathe and do yoga or do decorating or clean and sit without the sit. And like there's a ton of food, so take it because we eat a lot of food. So there's a ton of food. Another thing is that I'm gonna have a meeting during winter break with Dr. Burt and other administrators about the menstrual products in the bathroom. So I will definitely give you guys an update when I can. And also, I'm also planning It's On Us now / winter break. So it's on us, yes. So definitely, if anyone like is interested in joining anything, I'm trying to have like a committee. So if anyone has any interest in that, please let me know. We'll need everyone's hands on deck, especially with a lot of spring events and electronic.
Thank you. Department of Higher Education.
Hi guys. Hi guys. Just a huge thank you to the people in this room that came out to be mentors for our students on Monday. It was amazing, and the students kind of like pulled me aside and was like, "Oh my God, they came!" And we're kind of like super happy about it. And yeah, I kind of want to keep that momentum going. Like, don't like set my kids up and make them think, you're not going to come back anymore. So we're gonna keep mentoring up until December 20th, kind of like that last week of our semester. And then I will pick it up back again when they come back from their break on January 3rd. So if you're free over the break, please feel free to pop out. I will be doing carpooling, so if anybody needs a ride, I'll pick you up. I just want to be there for them. I don't want them to like have those weeks without us while we're on break. And while we're on break, I'll be like strictly working on the Arts Integration Marathon event for the spring. And I'll be meeting with the Arts Education in Maryland organization and the Assistant Dean of the College of Education. So if you guys want like any meeting notes or want to pop in for a meeting, just let me know. Yeah, and with that, I leave.
Legislative affairs.
Hello, everyone, again. From going forward, I will become the new interim director of legislative affairs until the end of our term. So that's who I am. The responsibilities of the legislative affairs department will be split between me, the vice president, and the Department of Civic Engagement. But for most points, I will be the main point of contact. So if you have any questions about like our legislative capabilities outside of the university campus or Tiger Pride Day, I'm more than happy to answer your questions. I do want to give an update on Tiger Pride Day from last year. They voted to lobby for dignity, not detention, which was a bill that in Annapolis that prevented government officials from working with private immigration detention centers. It was vetoed by the governor, and I would like to announce that today the assembly overrid that veto. So one of the bills that we supported is now effectively going to be into law. And with that, I go.
Department of Special Projects.
Okay, everyone, so, okay, so throughout the winter break, if you have any event ideas, just go ahead and fill out the proposal that's on there and then shoot me an email and then I'll work on that during the break. Also, just special shout out, like during the semester, Trevor Cook helped a lot with programming, so shout out to him. And also, we do have a couple of collaboration events coming in the spring that are really good, so I hope to see everyone there. And just remember, if you need anything over the break, regarding programming, that you can always email me.
Department of Student Organizations. Oh, I'm so sorry. Department of Marketing, yes.
Good afternoon, everybody. Just look out for posts about course evaluation coming up. As Director Dean said, the stretch day is coming up on reading day. So there will be posts about that. Also, this week I want to do 7 tips in honor of the finals. So look out for them. Thank you. With that, I
Now,
There's not a lot to report. It's just there's been a lot of success with like promoting events for student groups. And the Tiger Stripes deadline is December 14th. So with that, I yield.
thank you. Department of New Student Development.
So I'd like to look Director Clark mentioned, DSHS Day will be next week, December 14th, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Freshman Council will be collaborating with the Health and Wellness Center to help make that a better event as well. Also, a special shout out to everybody who donated to our clothing drive on the union. Last place, probably like Thursday after Freshman Council.
Do we have a tune up this one? Maryland Higher Education Council representative.
Work for like, I'm gonna reach out for a third time to like a representative to see like what's going on with that, but hopefully it'll be like a fresh start. And things like that. Let's go.
Thank you. Athletic Affairs representative, nope. Greek Life representative.
Hello, everyone. So for the IFC, we have raised $439.51 for around 38 toys. for the IFC toy drive. So thank you so much if you donated. For Panalytic, again, as I said last week, we are looking for talented women to be interested in the 10 chapters that we have at the Panalytic Association. So please, if you have any names, please give them to me. I really do appreciate it. Meet the Greeks is going to be on February 2nd. That's the first week on Wednesday. If you're interested in any Greek-like organization, they're all going to be there at Meet the Greeks. Come meet us out. We're all pretty cool guys, and everyone's going to be there. So over 30 different organizations that you can join. For now, that's all my report, and I'll yield.
Okay, freshman council representative. Freshman council representative.
Hello, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday. Really excited. Recently we had our clothing drive. It was from the 15th. For the conclusion of it was very successful. As of right now, we just have that. That's an update. We're very grateful that everyone, thank you all for contributing. It was really successful. So that I yield my remainder of my time.
Vice President Trescos's report will be by me today. I'm gonna read the report in her voice, so. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, not her actual voice, but she doesn't. Hi, everyone. I'm very sorry I will not be able to attend GA today. I hope you're all doing well and having a good week so far. Senators, please fill out the bill progress tracker by the end of the day, 8 p.m. today, if you have not done so already. Our last meeting will be this Thursday, and it will be a casual dress special session. So we would like to add on all completed bills to the agenda. In the Academic Senate meeting yesterday, there was a change to the Constitution brought up that will not meetings between them, which is very exciting. As in the past, it was only the chair of the Senate that was able to do this. Huge shout out to President DeVoe for having those convos to make this happen. We heard the Senate week is set for the second week of February, so please reach out to me if you have any fun ideas. Finally, please remember to take care of yourselves during finals. You all have worked extremely hard this semester, and I could not ask for better people to work alongside of. I'm forever grateful for you all, and if you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. Love you all, and with that, I yield. Yes.
I just have a question, I guess, to President DeValle. What are like the implications of being able to call meetings between the other senates?
So I was able to meet with the representatives of the Faculty and Staff Senate a little while ago, and there was just introductions and things like that. And that's particularly relevant for us because of the turnover and our administrations being every year and having new leadership come in. So I guess the implications of that would be having that infrastructure in place. And I believe the language that they adopted would have it on a rotating basis. So it would be quarterly. Each shared governance leader would call it at a different time and can set the agenda for that meeting. So it would likely mean reaching out to the other shared governance bodies for their input as well. But it's nice because it kind of shares the wealth in that area. And we all will be kind of constitutionally urged to get together because we can all operate in our separate silos sometimes. Yeah, good question.
No questions, concerns? Okay, if not, are there any opinions of the court?
No report.
Thank you. Now, this is my portion, my usual portion of the day. Okay, so I believe we need to break Senate rules to review the bills we have on the agenda today. So are there any motion on the floor? Senator Mattis,
I move that we break Senate rules to review resolution 25.
is there a second? Senator Washington Meyer.
Second.
Okay, is there any discussion? If not, we'll now move into a vote to break Senate rules to review resolution number 25. All those in favor? Opposed? Or abstaining? Great, that the motion passes. We'll now review resolution number 25 concerning the appointment of two new senators to the Senate. Yay, we are excited to have Christopher and Victoria here today. So I will call you guys one by one to kind of come to the front and speak to us about why you want to join SGA. We'll ask you some questions, you will answer, and we'll then ask you to step out the room to take a vote. And yeah, that's how the whole process will go. So first up is Christopher.
How you doing? I'm Chris.
Hi, nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet y'all.
Thank you. So just briefly, just let us know why you want to join SGA. That's it.
All right. I just wanted to join the SGA because I wanted to be a part of something. And I feel like I have a lot of ideas I want to bring to this committee. And as a senator, I could voice my opinions.
So if that is all, we'll proceed into this questions for Christopher. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns we have for Christopher before we take the vote? Okay, Senator Maddox.
Just what are some of these, ideas that you have?
Some of the ideas I have is in class, I feel like a lot of students struggle academically, so I feel like we can, we could add more tutoring and just more tools for students to use, such as myself, because as a bio major, I feel like the professors we have currently aren't really trying to help us, so I feel like we need more tools and more resources for that.
Thank you. Senator Washington.
Do you have any prior experience in SGA, any sort?
Yes, I was in SGA in my high school, Flowers High School, so.
President DeVoe.
No, it doesn't matter. It's okay. What excites you most about joining the Student Government Association?
What excites me the most? I feel like, once again, I feel like the SGA, they basically, it's like the foundation of the house and like the voice, that's what I mean. Once again, I just feel like we have a voice we could use to bring our ideas and whatever we need.
Thank you so much. Any more questions, concerns, comments with Christopher? Okay, if not, thank you so much. You may take a seat. Same process.
Hello, my name is Victoria, and it's nice to meet everyone here today. I can't see you well without my glasses, but I'm pretty sure all you guys are gorgeous. The reason why I want to be a part of SGA is because I also enjoy being a part of something. I feel like I really love being a voice for people who are unheard. I really want to represent the student body as best as I can. I've done this before in my high school. I was a member of SGA for my sophomore year, then treasurer for my junior, then president of my senior. I had helped out in many events such as homecomings or pep rallies, or just helping clubs in between a lot of different events throughout the year. I feel like because of that, that will help me with helping out SGA here. Of course, that's at a smaller level, but I believe that would still help me out here.
Thank you so much for that answer. Do we have any questions for Victoria? Concerns? Director Deanna?
What initiatives are you passionate about and what brings the up?
I'm extremely passionate about mental health. I feel that not enough people really focus on it. I have many friends and I myself am neurodivergent, and I feel that we're overlooked a lot of the time. So I feel that either bringing information or awareness more to mental health issues will be really good. A lot of people think of it or overlook it because it's not an inherent thing. It's not as if it's a broken arm, it's inside. And if I were to bring more awareness to it with different events, then more people are gonna realize that it's important.
Questions for Victoria? Present the vote.
Just for consistency's sake, what are you most excited about when thinking about joining the Student Government Association?
This might be a little silly, but I enjoy talking to people. I really adored the group that I had in high school, and I hope that that will be the same here. Especially with COVID, I feel a little lonely, but I feel that that will be really the most here, and I would want to connect with people and communicate with everyone so I could help bring a better school.
Thank you. Any more questions? Okay. Thank you so much, Victoria, for coming on. So I'm gonna ask, do we have anyone who'd like to speak on either of their behalf today? Chief of Staff Amber?
Yeah, so I can speak on Chris's behalf. So Chris came up to me like a couple weeks ago, asking to join SBA, and he's been so persistent to make sure he joins, and he's been like, he has that energy, he has that like awesome energy that I love new SBA members to have. So I think he'd be fantastic in the Senate, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. Any more comments from Senator Maddox?
All right. So I've known Victoria for quite a little while, and I think she's really smart and really passionate, and she's super duper creative too. So like, I really do think that she could be an awesome addition to the team.
I think you guys are great, but this is on behalf of Vice President Scott. In my opinion, Victoria and Christopher could be amazing additions to the Senate. Both of them demonstrated extreme care for the TU community through their interviews, bringing up topics such as mental health aid, increased community involvement, and various skills that will aid them in succeeding as senators. I would truly like to see them become part of the SGA family and know that they would do a phenomenal job. And that's from Vice President Scott.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Do we have any more? Assistant Director.
Do I need a microphone? Of course. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm speaking on behalf of Victoria. I have my urban education class with Victoria, and they truly have a passion for education and the Towson University community as a whole, especially on the topic of mental health. And I really believe that they will be an excellent addition to the SBA because of their true passion that they have. So yeah, that's all.
Okay. Now we'll proceed into our vote, but before we do that, I would like to ask you guys to please step out the room, Victoria and Christopher, so we can have a closed discussion and take a vote on the resolution. Thank you so much. Then, great, without the motion passes, we'll now review resolution number 26, which is concerning the increase of lighting in certain areas on/around Towson University's campus. It was written by Senator Mackey and Senator Saline on behalf of Assistant Director Moore. Okay, if you guys would like to speak on behalf of the bill, you may at this time. Senator Mackey and Senator Saline. Feel free to.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so this bill is basically about having us increase lighting on campus. A lot of students were complaining and staff, they were saying that, Towson has certain areas on campus that lack lighting and that being unsafe. So even us walking around campus or outside, you can tell like by the union, since it's still construction there, there's very dark when you walk outside after GA. So, we thought of were to have like an annual or semesterly walkout with TUPD and some of SGA members, where we can just see some places on campus that lack lighting or seem unsafe, and we can try to figure out how we can improve those areas.
Would you like Senator Mackey to add anything?
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
We also have the idea to like add like a survey or something like that, that students could like go on and like fill out if there's any lighting or anything on campus that they want to report, that there's no lighting, and if they're sent to us, so like, you know.
Is there any discussion? Senator Link?
I like the bill, first of all. I have a couple friendly amendments. Should I list them out or can I go just do them afterwards or? Okay. It's all like grammar, it's nothing crazy. In the second whereas, I think that where it says, creating a public pool regarding spaces that students feel uncomfortable at night, I think that that should be replaced with a winner. Makes more sense in my opinion. And then in the third whereas, just removing the first comma, uncapitalizing the outside, and then adding the between outside and union. So it's like outside the union. And then just in the therefore be it resolved, where it says on campus and deem unsafe for students. I think that that doesn't make sense. So I would think it should say in order to canvass for any areas that may lack lighting on campus or are unsafe for students. Do you want me to?
I mean, they're friendly, so
Okay,
that's gonna.
I just
be
want to make
taken
sure for the
care of,
record.
but you're good. Okay, thank you for that. And the vote. Very engaged right now. Her thoughts on resolution 26. There's historically been a nightly walk that SGA, not nightly, I'm sorry, annual walk at night that the SGA does. However, it's not reflected in any of our governing documents or resolutions at this point in time. The lighting on campus is currently insufficient in making students feel safe walking at night. In the past, Towson has prided itself on being a safe and comfortable campus. This reputation is at risk if more temporary and permanent lighting is not installed. There's already discussion on a spring semester night walkthrough to look into lighting spots, but more discussion should be encouraged between students in the university in regards to temporary lighting. With that, Shield. Director Johnstone.
I would just like to make a formal recommendation under the therefore be it further resolved. Next to, or I guess included in the nighttime walkthrough with SGA members as well as TUPD, I think we should add in SGA members comma, a member of the energy department, comma, as well as TUV. That's a follow-up.
Okay, does it anyone accept that recommendation? Senator Hayes, okay, is there a second? Senator Maddox, okay, is there any discussion on this recommendation? Director Johnson?
Yeah, just to further explain a little bit, the energy department knows where light can go up. They know the electricity grid, they know it needs to happen to like put the post up. So I think that they would just be incredibly useful in this audit, I guess. Yeah,
Oh, really quickly, do you remember stating what the recommendation was? Where did you want to add?
yeah. So it's under therefore be it further resolved, it would be nighttime walkthrough with SGM members, comma, a member of the energy department, comma, as well as TUV. And the rest of them are the same.
Thank you. Do we have any more discussion on the recommendation to add?
Oh, I said the same one thing. Shout out to Director Clark for, on a short notice, put up a poll and giving the results.
Thank you. We're currently discussing the recommendation that Director Johnstone gave. Discussion. Do we have anyone?
This is staff recommendation.
Yes.
I think since we're adding another member, if this is like friendly amendment to the recommendation, it should say SJ members, a member of the energy department and TPD instead of as well as TPD.
Thank you. Any more discussion on this recommendation? Okay, so now there's none, we'll now move to vote on this recommendation. All those in favor? Opposed? Or abstaining? Great, that the motion passes, recommendation has been accepted. Okay, we're back on the discussion on the bill as a whole. Do we have any further discussion on the bill as a whole before? Trevor Cooper.
I like to recommend on the third whereas and after Smith Hall to just say comment in other areas instead of et cetera. And then on the last therefore be it further resolved, just say an annual nighttime walk just for consistency and accountability purposes.
And then therefore be further resolved to add an annual.
No, just to remove or semesterly.
Okay, to just simply say annual. Correct?
I mean, unless the sponsor of the bill would prefer a semesterly, but I think just to be consistent is best.
Okay, and that's a formal recommendation, right? Okay. Does anyone accept the recommendation? Senator Green? Okay, is there a second? Senator Maddox? Is there any discussion on the recommendation? Senator Green?
I personally feel like it should be annually, like, makes sense, no sense to me, but if the sponsors feel differently, I would like to hear that also.
Do we have any further discussion? Senator Mackey?
I mean, I don't see what's the harm in doing it semesterly. I don't know, I mean, like, the lights can go out at like any time, so. Like, it can be fixed, you can like take a walk real quick.
Senator Maddox?
I think annually is fine. It doesn't specifically state what date it's on. It could annually, could mean like every week, every month, every like half a year. I think annually works good in this.
Attorney General Ford?
I was just gonna say, I agree with Senator Maddox. I think it's something that as it goes on, you can determine how frequently you need to do it.
Do you have any further comments, concerns, questions? Yes.
Am I able to speak? I am, okay. So I'm in regular code today, but I am CUPD. So in reference to the, what you guys are speaking about, I get that you guys are saying annually, I think you should do it every semester. And the reason I say that is because we also do walks through each building when the starts to get darker. One building in particular is Office Hall and the Psychology Building. If you come right by Freedom Square, sometimes those lights that go around by the window, sometimes they're not lit. And a lot of times if it's, we only notice it around this time of the year because it gets darker a lot faster. Or if you're doing patrol through the area or whatever. So I don't know if that's something that you guys can fit in, but I can just tell you just from me doing patrol throughout the campus, maybe once a semester might be good, and maybe too much. I don't know. I'll probably be the one that's doing it, but, which is okay for me because sometimes things change.
Do you have any more comments, concerns, questions on the recommendation? Treasurer, would you mind restating that recommendation before we take a vote on
I recommend that on the third whereas after Smith Hall, it reads comma and other areas. So therefore, be it further resolved, we'll be moving the et cetera with that. Another therefore be it further resolved, just remove an annual or and just recommends a semester nighttime walk.
Thank you for restating that. If there is no more discussion on the recommendation, we'll now move into a vote on the recommendation. All those in favor? Opposed? Or abstaining? Great, that the motion passes and the recommendation has been accepted. We are now back on our discussion on the bill as a whole. Is there any discussion? Chief of Staff Ambush?
This is not me saying we should put anything new in the bill. It's just whoever will be in charge of like implementation. Could you also investigate to see if any lights can be put up that connects the campus to UV? Because that little walkway is bad. I know that's not Towson like territory, but that walkway is a little dark at night. And I know, you know, a lot of students like will go up to UV to like hang out. That's the word I'm gonna use. To hang out, and sometimes they come back late at night or they go there late at night. So in the process of implementation, I think that conversation should be had, but I don't think it's something that needs to be added to this bill.
And from like CQ coming down, because it is a route on the, even like on the grounds of it just being on the gold route, it does go to UV, it does go to CQ, so it's dangerous. I walked it once, I won't do it again.
Senator Ring?
I think this is friendly, but just making sure that therefore be it resolved matches the concerning, because the concerning says on/around Towson's campus, and the therefore be resolved just says on. So kind of like some incorporation.
Thank you. Any more questions, comments, concerns on the bill as a whole? Before we take a vote on it? Okay, if not, we'll now move into a vote on resolution number 26 as a whole, including the amendments and recommendations. Opposed or abstaining? Great, that the motion passes and resolution number 26 has passed. Great. There's no more new business on today's agenda. Is there any announcement? Very quickly, if Chris and Victoria, you can stay out, like stay after just for like 2 seconds. But yeah, have a wonderful break. If I don't see you all, love you so much. Thank you for all the work that you do. And thank you, Taylor, for taking over today. Okay, any more announcements do we have? Anyone? Okay, great. Are there any motions on the floor? Senator Mackey? Okay, is there a second? Senator Sabine? Is there any discussion? If not, we'll now move into a vote to adjourn. All those in favor? Opposed? Are abstaining? Great, that the motion passes and we adjourn. Thank you, guys.